All right, everybody. Welcome to the newest episode of the Sports Life Network Soccer Report. Today I'm with a Senor Marcus.
Ike Ben, Revs fan. Thank you.
And I'm here with Amir.
Hi.
A new and improved Amir.
Yeah, I won't swear.
Now all the kids can watch. There you go. But all right, in this episode we'll be talking about the latest Bundesliga match week. I forgot what number it is. And we'll talk about the return of La Liga because that's coming back. All right, boys, you ready?
Yes.
All right, to start the match week, we had Hertha Berlin versus Union Berlin, the Berlin Derby. And the first half ended 0-0, and then all of a sudden, Hertha Berlin decided to turn it on, scoring 3 goals in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that game just got away from Union. And what place is Union Berlin in? They're near the bottom.
Mid-table.
Yeah.
I think both teams are mid-table.
Okay, yeah. Hertha was ahead.
With that win,
Hertha really needed this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with that win, Hertha Berlin now have 2 wins in a row, and I think they won their first game like 4-0, like 3-0. So they've been on fire during this quarantine. And Mateus Cunha has scored in both of those games. He's also been like on very good form.
Union Berlin just lost to Bayern, right, last week?
Yeah, so coming back, they're 0-2.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, especially two big losses. Huge losses.
Yeah, but this rivalry is like kind of newer because now, like before, these two teams liked each other because like all the controversy with the Berlin Wall. Like they like when that fell, they decided to become friends. But as of recently, they've shown to not like each other as much. So
yeah.
So I remember I think early in the year, Union Berlin won with a 90th minute penalty or something like that. But I will say the play of the game definitely goes to the goalie. He saved a nice 1v1 shot right off his ding dongs, bro.
Wow, amazing.
I'm gonna see if I can. I saw that. I gotta see if I can put a clip in here. But like, it by far is the save of the
save of the year. Wow.
Yeah.
Not
only did he take
it.
Yeah, he took it and then he got up. It was like nothing happened. It was like.
It didn't hit him in the stomach or anything?
No, it hit him straight
in the
head. Wow. So it hit him and he got up right away and then the ball went out and then he was like, I gotta take a breath.
True German warrior. If he is German.
Yeah.
I was watching a clip and the commentators were like laughing their
tails
butt off.
Yeah.
His name is Rafael Gikowicz, so he's our man of the match right there.
But I mean, he did concede 4 goals.
That's not
important.
It's besides the fact, okay? Yeah. It's besides the fact. All right.
That game's done.
All right. On Saturday, we had Borussia Mönchengladbach going up against Bayer Leverkusen, and Kai Havertz finally showed up. He scored 2 goals, one in the 7th minute and one in the 58th. And that saw Bayer win 3-1.
Yeah, so this was a 4th B, 5th place battle that Leverkusen came out on top. And obviously they need that if they want to make it to Champions League next year. Like you said, Kai Havertz, 2 goals. There was also a penalty. I'm pretty sure they went up 2-1 for Leverkusen did.
Yeah.
By the penalty.
Yeah,
Kai Havertz. Yeah. It was a good penalty. Jan Sommer, I think, almost saved it.
Jan Sommer got a hand on it. Yeah, he got a hand on it. Just unfortunate. It was just hit too much pace.
That was really unfortunate.
Yeah, but it was a good game, and Leverkusen pulled away.
Yeah, I think this pretty much solidifies that Bayer Leverkusen. Or it doesn't, but like it looks like Bayer Leverkusen have the momentum going forward now.
Yeah.
Because they're currently in 4th place. That occupies the last Champions League spot. So, I mean, Mönchengladbach's 1 point behind with 52 points. So you never know.
Yeah, I liked Kai Havertz's first goal. He took that so calm. I feel like, but even for both the goals, like especially after he scores them, you can just see it's like for him it's nothing. He just does it so easily.
Right.
Like he looks like a player that might be moving on up to Dortmund or Bayern like in the near future.
Yeah, no, he's ready for a move. All clubs in Europe want him.
Yeah.
But also, Robert, you said like he finally scored this game, but like last
didn't
week he
score
scored
last
2
game.
goals.
Did he?
He did, yeah. He scored
No, he
2 goals
didn't.
last week. He did. You can against Werder Bremen.
Oh,
Did
he
he?
did. Wow.
Oh, yeah, look
So
at
that's
that. I
4
didn't
goals
know
in
that.
2. That's 4 goals in this quarantine right now.
Look at that.
He scored.
Wow. I didn't know. I
I'm
didn't
pretty
realize
sure he
that.
scored the most, unless Timo Werner scored last week. I don't know if he did.
I thought it would have been. Oh no, Holland didn't score this week as well.
No, yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. But that's one game that Helen hasn't scored.
Yeah, exactly. Shocking.
Yeah.
All right. Another
Horrible
game on
player.
Saturday saw Werner Bremen winning 1-0 against Freiburg by a goal by Bittencourt.
Yeah, there was actually a goal ruled out at the end, I'm pretty sure, too.
Yeah,
by
there
VAR
was.
for offside. That would have given Freiburg the tie, but Werder Bremen escaped.
Yeah, that's big for Werner Bremen because they're currently in relegation right now.
Yeah, they say 3 points ahead of last place with that win.
Yeah.
That's something they really needed.
They're on-
So
yeah.
that ruled out goal was huge for them.
Right.
It's also been so long since they've had a win, so they really needed this. Like not only for the points, but just for the confidence of the team. To be honest, their last win was January, so like
Yeah, wow.
it was like 4 months ago. Their last win, which is also a 1-0 win.
Yeah. That's crazy for
I
any teams
mean,
on like a losing streak right now.
they're just having a bad year. They just need to try and crawl their way out because it's very doable. It's very doable.
And
to
then
stay up.
in the summer, like they have like resources they can rebuild. Yeah, if they escape this year, I think they could like get some signings and be good for the future because they still have some good players. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
And I know they're like a rich club, at least compared to the bottom teams.
Right. Yeah, they're usually a stay up team pretty much. Like they're one of the teams that like never go down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next we have Paderborn and Hoffenheim draw 1-1 after 2 goals in 10 minutes. Paderborn, I believe they're going like this is like their 12th game winless or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy how many they've lost in a row.
Not even just that, like just like their last one was against Freiburg. What was that? Yeah. So then they lost to Wolfsburg, drew to Schalke, lost to Berlin, Hertha Berlin, lost to Bayern, lost to Dusseldorf, lost to Cologne, drew to Freiburg.
4 wins
Or
in 27
Dusseldorf,
games.
yeah. Sorry, Fortuna Dusseldorf, and then they just drew to Hoffenheim now. So, I mean,
Yeah, Hoffenheim kind of lost their way too because they're mid-table, I'm pretty sure, right now.
yeah.
Yeah, no wins in the last 6. Hoffenheim might even go further than that.
Yeah,
But
it looks like they lost
Paderborn.
their Europe spot.
Yeah, it looks like
Hoffenheim.
they're out of it most
Mhm.
likely. Like they can maybe catch the 6th place, which is a Europa League.
No, they're only a
qualification
point off.
spot.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. With their current form, you'd pick them as like the first couple.
No,
teams out.
them and Schalke both haven't won in their last 6 games. They both have 4 losses and 2 draws in the last 6 games.
Yeah,
So it's kind of
shocking.
like a battle between Hoffenheim and Schalke, who's worse. Freiburg too only have 1 win in the last 6.
Hmm.
But like behind them is Cologne and Hertha. Like if anything, if those 3 teams keep being bad, Freiburg, Schalke, and Hoffenheim, then like Cologne and Hertha could actually come up and like overtake them because they're only like 3 points behind them, and they have way better form.
Schalke did not look good in their game as well.
Schalke are probably the worst team during quarantine.
Yeah, post quarantine.
Post quarantine. Yeah.
But next we had Wolfsburg losing to Dortmund. Dortmund just getting things done as easy as possible.
Good.
Rafael Guerrero scores another goal, so that's 3 goals in 2 games since coming back for him. Hakimi scored, so I mean, all the news about Hakimi going back to Real Madrid, you know.
Yeah, is he? He's not on loan.
I think they have like a buyback.
Oh, he is on
clause.
loan.
I think.
Okay.
I thought Dortmund bought him, but they have like a buyback clause. But I'm just gonna double check. Oh no, he's on loan. Okay.
Yeah, he's on loan.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I wonder if.
But they might have an option to buy. If they have an option to buy, they have to take it. He's been like one of the best players last 2 seasons.
If they want to take on Bayern, they really have to just like.
And Real should sell him anyway because like Dortmund actually used him. They started like every single game. Whereas when he was at Real Madrid, he started like 9 games in La Liga, and like he'd just be a bench warmer behind Carvajal. So there's really no point for him to go back to Real Madrid.
Yeah, it would just be like another Luka Jovic situation. Just sit
that was bad. Yeah, there was a weird red card in this game as well too. The ref used VAR to like basically say that a player running who had stepped on a Dortmund player should receive a red card. Wolves were
I saw that. Yeah,
he was just running and he didn't really see the guy, so he
put his studs on his ankle.
Yeah.
But like, is that really his fault? It looked like an accident.
Yeah, it was very accidental, but he got a red card for it anyway. So
I'm looking at it right now.
It's a weird call, that one.
People were saying like he just got unlucky, but it still should be a red.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really. Yeah. That's not really a red if you're just running and like you literally.
Yeah. There was no intent. That's the thing. But again, like you don't need it. It's just you don't need intent to get a red card.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing for sure though is if it was intentional though, then that's like stepping on the guy's ankle with your studs. That's a red card though. If it was intentional at least. So I guess the ref was just like he just thought like intentional or not. Like that contact is nasty. Let's just send him off.
I guess so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was a good dress rehearsal for the game against Bayern. Because Bayern did work against Frankfurt. They demolished them 5-2. Lewandowski scores again. Alphonso Davies. Yeah.
Alphonso Davies. So good. It was weird because obviously Bayern were up 3-0 and then they came back a little bit. Frankfurt did to make it 3-2. Yeah. But then I think was it Davies with the 4th goal that pulled away?
Yeah. Either 4th or 5th. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the 4th.
The 5th one was the 5th one was an own goal. Who the guy actually Hittenreger scored 2. Yeah, and then he owned goal for the 5th Bayern goal.
So it's a hat trick.
Hat trick. 2-for-1 hat trick.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, both these teams, Bayern and Dortmund, they do pretty good on the match before the big one. But we'll talk about that after we finish this up. But on Sunday we had Augsburg defeating Schalke 3-0 with a absolute banger goal by Leuven in the 6th minute off the free kick. Yeah, again, I'm going to see if I can try and put a clip in here with that, but what a goal it was.
Yeah, it was a Beckham-esque free kick. He went to the right-footed and he went to the left side, so great finish. But Schalke, again, they just looked terrible this game. At the end, too, I'm pretty sure the last goal was like a gift. It didn't look great from Schalke. Schalke and Hoffenheim are the two teams who are just like high mid-table who are just battling for Europa League spot, it looks like, and losing ground. They don't look good after the post-quarantine games, I guess. Post-quarantine. Play.
Yeah, they've been just like their fans are probably having mental breakdowns right now. They want the quarantine to come back.
Yeah.
All right. In the next game we had Mainz getting absolutely demolished by Leipzig, 5-0 with a Timo Werner hat trick.
Yep. Timo Werner rolls on again. I think honestly, Timo might want to look for like a move or something. I don't know. Do you think Leipzig has a chance at
really Liverpool have been like in contact with him for a while? I've heard.
Yeah.
Like they want to sign him either next summer or the one after, because I think apparently he has something in his contract where, like next year, his release clause is like 40 million euros, which is extremely cheap for him. Well, I don't know what the market's going to be like after all this quarantine stuff, but even then, it's just like 40 million. He's like 100 million. Like before quarantine, this guy's like 100 million euro player, Timo Werner. He's young and he's just amazing.
It's going to be really interesting quickly to see what's going to happen with the markets after like this summer.
It's going to be crazy.
I don't think players will go for like hundreds of millions, like the Pogba deal. That would not happen like this summer at all.
Nah. Yeah. Pogba now is like 4 million euros.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
So, this match for Mainz doesn't really look that good. They're on that teeter point of getting in the relegation zone. You never see this, But but this is Leipzig just trying to maintain something,
Mm-hmm. Oh, you see the Kevin Camp? Oh shoot, was my video cam lagging?
Yeah.
Wait, you see the Kevin Campbell assist for one of Timo Werner's goals? Do you know about that?
I
you
don't
watch
think I
it?
did.
Was it the second goal?
I don't know for
I
sure, but
forget.
like
I
Kevin,
remember watching the game. I
it
just
was
don't
like
know which
amazing
one it was.
dribbling. Like he dribbled around the player, then he did a 1-2 with the guy who backheeled it, and then he just squared it off for a tap.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Which goal? Yeah. Anyways, Kevin Campbell, like he just did like a really amazing play. It was nice to watch. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
they're
try and get a clip
13.
in here with that.
Yeah, they scored 13 goals against Mainz this season.
Yeah, I was about
They
to
haven't
say, yeah, because the
conceded.
first game was 8-0 Leipzig. Now it's 5-0 Leipzig. It's
I
not-
think the first game, Timo Werner scored a hat trick of goals and assists. I'm gonna double check right now.
That's just crazy to think about.
Yeah, he had a hat trick of goals and assists in the first one, and this one he had a hat trick of goals. So he has 6 goals and 3 assists against one team in one season.
Wow.
That's like a good return for a whole season for like a midfielder, for example. 6 goals and 3 assists.
Yeah. Leipzig
does
are
that in
still
2
3
games.
points off second, so they'll look to capitalize if Dortmund loses to Bayern
Mhm.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they'll be on
Yeah.
the same amount of points.
Mm-hmm.
All right, to cap off the match week, we had Cologne doing exactly the opposite of what they did last week
Yeah.
by drawing Dusseldorf by coming back with 2 goals in the 88th minute and stoppage time. So,
Yeah. There was 2 headers, I think, right by Cologne.
yeah.
Yeah, that won them at least a point, which was crucial for them, obviously, too.
Yeah, this one's just an absolute heartbreaker for Dusseldorf because if
Yeah.
they won this game, they probably would have been out of the relegation zone, 15th. So
No, they would have still been 16th because they're 3 points
For the
behind Mainz
playoff
now.
game.
that's
Yeah,
right.
but
yeah.
they still would have been away. They would have been. They would have been.
No, they
5
would have
points
been
away.
ahead because of goal difference.
Oh, okay.
No, but they have 24 points right now. Mainz have 27. If they won, they'd be on 26.
Yeah, Mainz lost. So if Dusseldorf won, they would have had 3. Oh no, you're right.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. They would have been
Okay.
ahead by 1. Yeah.
But even
Quick
then, they're 5 points ahead of Werder Bremen, like for the guaranteed relegation spot, and 1 point off. Like, they don't have to 1 point away from the relegation playoff. So it still would have been a major win for them.
Yeah, they needed that
It
one.
was a heartbreaker. Yeah.
Well, good job by Cologne to bounce off last week's game to do this week. It's really big.
All right. So that's that match week recap. So I'm just gonna run through the list of the games for the next match week, and then we can talk about just pretty much the big one.
Yeah.
All right. So on it's tomorrow Tuesday. On Tuesday, we have Dortmund versus Bayern, Leverkusen versus Wolfsburg, Frankfurt versus Freiburg, Werder Bremen versus Gladbach, Leipzig versus Hertha Berlin starting on Wednesday. We have Augsburg versus Paderborn, Dusseldorf versus Schalke, Hoffenheim Cologne, Union Berlin Mainz, and that's the match week right there. So the big one, the first game of the match week, Bayern versus Dortmund. This one has big title implications.
Mm-hmm. I think this is a title decider, honestly. If Dortmund,
Well, I don't. If Bayern win it, I say they win it. The title.
Oh yeah,
but if Dortmund win it, it's closer because even if they do win it, they're still 1 point behind Bayern.
I still think that I don't know. Bayern may drop a point because all it takes is just one.
Bayern.
Draw.
I think Bayern compared to the two have a harder upcoming matches because they have a game against Bayer Leverkusen. They do have the Polka final, the German Cup final on June 9th, right in the middle of everything. I don't know why they would, but
that might get moved. You never know.
And Bayern too. Bayern always get injuries. Like every single year, they always lose a bunch of players, so they might lose a couple players too. There's there's 8 games left, or 7 games left. Yeah.
Yep.
And I can easily see them losing a key player.
Yeah, they're losing. They're going to be playing against much of Gladbach too. Wolfsburg, they have decent opponents coming up.
Yeah.
Whereas Dortmund, yeah. Let me just go through Dortmund. You can go.
Oh, I was gonna say, it's also been so long since they've lost. They haven't lost in 2020 in the Bundesliga. And their last 4, 5, 6. In the last 13 games, they've won 12 with their new manager. So their new manager, Hans Flick, they started off 2 wins, 2 losses, which is like actually pretty bad for Bayern standards. They lost like back-to-back games against Bayer Leverkusen at home and Borussia Mönchengladbach away, where they lost with the last minute penalty. But then ever since then, yeah, they've won all in the last like 13 games. They've lost. They've won every single one except for one where they drew 0-0 with RB Leipzig. So I'm saying their form has been amazing, but like teams usually don't keep that form forever. Like I just feel like they're bound for a loss at some point. Is basically what I'm saying.
I feel
Like, you
that.
can't always win every single week. There has to be one point where like
that's kind of why I said the hot take. I guess that it's a title decider. I think honestly, if Dortmund wins the game, they'll probably use that to make a real run for the title, and I think they might just take for time in a while from Bayern.
Yeah. And I really want them to win because last year they were like 8 points ahead at one point. They did what Liverpool did last year.
Wow.
It was similar.
Same owners. That's why.
Yeah, Fenway Sports Group, right?
Yeah, I think so. Something.
Wait, they own Dortmund too? I never knew about that.
Pretty sure they're like linked.
Everybody owns everybody.
Yeah, it's all under Walmart Cup.
Yeah, the point is like last year they choked so many games. There was a game against Hoffenheim where they were 3-0 up with like 20 minutes left, and they drew 3-3. There was just so many like. I don't know. They drew against Schalke 4-4, where they were leading 4-0 in the first half. I don't know if that was last season or the season before, but like Dortmund really, really, really should have won last season, just like Liverpool. So like I feel like this season will be their revenge if they win this game against Bayern. They really need this, and it's been like 8 years since Bayern won every year too.
Yeah, Bayern really needs this because their schedule is definitely harder than Dortmund's.
But I think all of us can agree. Can all of us agree that if they win like titles, like 80% sealed, it's
probably 95.
90%.
There's no way.
They wouldn't drop like 7-point lead at that point.
No, it would be a 7-point lead. Okay, never mind. If they win, the title's over. I forgot about that. I thought it was good. If they win, then they literally can sell it.
Do you guys think in a draw, it's basically also 99% Bayern's too? They'd like keep the 4-point lead.
Like if it's a draw,
I was thinking if they draw, it would be like an 80 to 90%.
Yeah, like if it's a draw, like Dortmund really need Bayern to drop a game, like 2 games. They need to drop 2 games.
Yeah, but you need 2 exactly. I don't know if they drop 2.
It's not the end of the world if they draw, but
yeah.
If they draw, just be in the same position that we are now. So.
Yeah, just if Dortmund win, this league becomes a lot more interesting. Top 2 teams going at it right now, but you still have Leipzig and Leverkusen that like maybe still could pull something. Like you never know.
Yeah.
But I think even if it's a draw, I think if Dortmund win the rest of their games, I actually think they'll win the title. If they draw.
Okay.
Because 4 points, I think it's just up to them, up to Dortmund to win all their games. But yeah, we're all hoping for a win to keep this league interesting.
I would like to see Dortmund win because I've seen Bayern win.
How many times? We've all had enough of Bayern winning. I think they don't have any legends like retiring this year, right, or anything. So it wouldn't even really mean much.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I think picking a different game, one of the games you just mentioned, this is like my sleeper pick of the week, would be Schalke and Dusseldorf. Because Dusseldorf is in 16th, 3 points ahead of the relegation. And Schalke is coming off this week rather.
Yeah.
They just lost 3-0 and put on a bad show, really. I don't know if they were home or away. Obviously, it doesn't really matter now, but either way, that'll be interesting to see if Schalke is able to, regroup themselves after couple bad.
These two, the last time they played, they had a 3-3 like shootout draw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Dusseldorf obviously just dropped the points to Cologne, so they're like both coming off kind of like.
Yeah, at least they scored though. At least Dusseldorf scored.
Exactly.
Is it possible for both teams just to lose this game? Like it's gonna be a battle for who can lose.
Yeah, who can lose maybe. No, Schalke might just show their like dominance and just win the game easily, but you never know. Dusseldorf might do something, especially with no fans.
I think Dusseldorf will get like either a point or win, to be honest, because they scored 2 goals last week at least. I mean last match week, and Dortmund have literally conceded. I'm pretty sure they've conceded 7, scored none. Like, it's not just their form, but yeah, again, their confidence. They're all going to be feeling pretty bad.
Yeah.
And it could easily be a loss. But if they do win, then hopefully they can get back on good terms.
Schalke this week against Augsburg. That was the game they lost 3-0. They dominated possession. I think they had 67%, but obviously they got shut out, and they've been outscored in the last 9 games, 22-2. So 9 games and only 2 goals. That's amazing. And 22 against. So I don't know. Honestly, Düsseldorf might just take this game, surprise everyone.
Schalke were first place earlier in the season for like 1 week. Now they're just like
probably the first week.
No, the first week. It was like around 10 weeks.
Oh, really? Wow.
Temporarily, yeah. And they just collapsed.
Yeah, that game might be a good one though.
Yeah, other than that, it should be pretty straightforward. We should see Leipzig win. Leipzig should be able to beat Hertha.
Yeah, it should be.
Sure, yeah, that's the thing. Other than that, Leverkusen's playing who? Leverkusen's got Wolfsburg. That actually might be a good one.
Yeah.
But but other than that, should be a fun match week.
Will be.
So in the news around the world on the soccerverse here, we have La Liga setting the date for their return. Amir, you're the La Liga guy here.
It's June 11th, I think, right?
June 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we'll do a preview. Yeah, we'll do a preview when it comes closer.
Yeah.
But like for right now, like where do we last leave off? Give me Amir.
Yeah, so June 11th. I was hoping it'd be like next weekend, but that's only a couple weeks away. So like it'll be here in no time. For when La Liga finally comes back. But yeah, like it's finally something I can watch without like falling asleep in the middle of the game. Like for me, when I watch teams that like let's say for example, if I'm watching the Bundesliga and it's like Paderborn. No, actually, that's not. Yeah, let's take Paderborn versus Düsseldorf. Let's just say that happened 1 week. I would fall asleep in the middle of the game. Like most likely, or even last week it was like Schalke versus Dortmund. I fell asleep during that. Like I don't know. If it's not Barcelona playing, unless it's like a very big game or like the Champions League, I'm like no I'll see the result. I'll like see who scored, assisted, all of that stuff. But I'm not too interested in watching the game itself. But yeah, I'm very hyped for La Liga when it comes because like I just want to see Barcelona play.
Yeah, they're 2 points ahead of Madrid.
Yeah, it's currently pretty tight over there too.
Yeah,
I think Barcelona are 3 points ahead, and there's no more like Clásicos or anything. So
yeah,
I've had dreams though of Barcelona playing and losing like 5-0 against like mid-table teams. I don't know why.
They do that often. They go away and they choke games. I don't know why, but I mean, obviously, yeah. Once again, with no fans, it won't be the same.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the interesting thing for La Liga coming back is Getafe. I see that they're Getafe and Atletico. Getafe is 5th. Atletico's 6th, only 1 point behind.
Yeah, and Atletico have bad news today. Just a couple hours ago, Joao Felix has a couple torn ligaments or something in his foot or something. I remember seeing that.
Shoot.
That means he'll be out for probably the season, right? And like
Benfica got a good deal off him. Wow.
No, he's a good player. He's a good player. You just need to just give him time. Just give him time.
He's lived up to like
nobody thought that Atletico Madrid was gonna be like amazing this year. You gotta give him time.
I guess.
Yeah. So
like it's good because it's not like what Bayern did to Renato Sanchez. Just bench him and be like, you gotta be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is starting.
They're actually playing. Yeah, like now you see Renato Sanchez in France and Lille, and he's playing, and he's good.
He's good.
Why didn't Bayern do that?
Yeah, maybe he just didn't work with the system. Joao Felix probably next season though. If he has a bad next season,
yeah, that's when you can start worrying.
What kind of injury is this? Is this an injury that will keep him out for like
It's a knee. Yeah, so it's a knee injury. It's a knee injury.
So could he be out for like longer than 2 months?
Let me see here.
Wait, it's
a low grade. So yeah, I'm reading it right now. So Joao Felix suffers a low grade medial collateral ligament left knee sprain. That left knee
MCL.
sprain.
Because I'm just hoping it
MCL,
comes
yeah.
back for the Champions League if it returns in August.
See, he did pretty good in
Maybe,
Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
could.
did good against Liverpool.
Like, I mean, like under Simeone, right? Like, you just need to give him
Mhm.
time because nobody thought that. Like, everybody had like that suspicion that Atletico this year would be like good, right? But like, they're
Yeah.
taking a step back,
Yeah,
but at the same time, they are rebuilding. So
Yeah, losing.
yeah.
Grealish was
No,
big.
this season,
People thought-
they lost.
people
They
thought
lost so
Zhao
many key players.
Yeah, people
So, I
thought
mean,
Zhao
like-
would fill that gap.
I feel like they should really just push for that Champions League spot and be happy with it. And next year, they really got to push to be good.
Yeah, the Champions League spot will obviously give them some money in their pocket too to go to the transfer market and grab maybe one of these young players in Germany. We're doing amazing.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Mhm.
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say like, so with João Felix, everyone kind of has like this notion that he's kind of been like a flop. But
Yeah, just give him
when the
time.
Champions League, but when the Champions League comes back, if he just has like one good game, let's say he scored. Okay, if he scores a
It's
hat
a
trick, then
goal,
that'll
yeah.
be. If he scores a
He gets
hat
a
trick, it's
goal.
over. But if he scores like a brace, and it's like very
So aren't
important.
they doing like one tie games now?
Yeah,
I think
that's
so.
not official. That's not
Oh,
official.
it's not
yet.
official?
Yeah, I
Alright.
mean,
Oh, it's not official. Okay, but yeah, João Felix can just have like one good game, and then all the hype will be back on him, and then he'll get tons of confidence. And, like,
Yeah, he came at the same time kind of as Mbappe too, so like right after that. So I think people expected a lot from him. But Rob's right that you just want to give
no,
him time
it's
to
the
develop.
transfer fee. It's the 120 million transfer fee. That's what
Yeah,
the
that
pressure.
too.
yeah,
But
that's
he is
the big
20.
thing.
He's 20 years old. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, plus like when he started playing for Benfica, he did like the season that he blew up. He didn't start the season. It took him like midway through the season to start doing what he did.
Okay.
to start games.
Yeah, because we had like the manager change and all that stuff, and then he started playing.
But that shows even more. Like it wasn't like half a season warrants 120 million euro fee. Come on.
Yeah, I think
Like
the
for
market
him, I
really
would have said
said-
like I would have thought like
No,
70
but
to 80
but
because
the thing
he'll
with
be
him
fine.
is been getting that attention ever since he's been in the academy, with Benfica Academy. Just like
he's
a
been
bunch of these
hyped?
Benfica, yeah, with a bunch of these Benfica Academy players, like he's always been like given that hype.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. I would have understood like 70 to 80 million because he was like people could see was a star. Like
yeah,
at
it's based on
Benfica.
like potential too, because obviously his age.
The market, you gotta think about the market nowadays is so messed up.
Yeah, I honestly think it'll reset because so many teams, like you know how Jamie Vardy came from a lower league team, right?
Yeah,
For
Fleetwood,
probably
something
small.
like
Yeah,
that.
Because
Fleetwood.
like what I'm saying is, these just I guess looking at England, these like lower league teams will not have like any money even to like buy, any.
with the
And then
corner- with-
that kind of goes up the table too. So like, who's last place in the Premier League right now? Like Norwich and stuff, right?
Yeah, no,
Norwich.
Yeah, so like Norwich right now is probably losing money as well. They're not going to have money to maybe like pay Pookie like next season or buy a different Pookie for next.
they're probably
So-
gonna
They'll be
sell
screwed.
Pookie. Pookie's actually a really good
I mean,
striker.
exactly. He should definitely
There's no way he's playing in the championship. Plus,
Yeah, I mean, sometimes
try.
they do. Sometimes
Yeah,
they
but
do.
you gotta think about that. The relegation
shouldn't.
teams, they have to take a dock in their.
Yeah, no, they get it's called parachute payments that they like basically just it helps them not go from like here to here right away. It just kind of like gives them little subsidies. But yeah, either way, I think the market's gonna have to reset because it's like lower league teams and even the bigger ones like maybe Everton.
Yeah, because you
and stuff
see
won't
all
have
these players getting signed for so much money.
Yeah,
like,
it's-
get
it's
signed for
crazy.
so much.
It's
It's
crazy.
insane. Like I mean, like 120 million is anybody in this world worth 100 million dollars?
That
don't
way,
think so.
once again, it's based on potential and like.
But
demand.
even so, like Ronaldo was sold for what 200?
Oh yeah, Ronaldo was different.
No, Ronaldo was 100 million, but that was just like for
Age,
him the transfer fee didn't really matter. Just if he wanted
Exactly.
to move, they would have got the deal done. And like,
Mm.
it's not even the transfer fee for him; it's the wages. The wages overshoot the
Wages,
transfer
yeah,
fee
wages.
like
Yeah.
by way more.
It's crazy when like Pogba and Alexis Sanchez were getting like half.
That's
of
another
Oh
big
my
one.
God.
That's another big one.
Every-
Yeah, Pogba.
That's
How much did
crazy.
Pogba come in for?
Well, he gets,
91
like,
million
$500,000 a week.
pounds, which
Yeah,
is like
it's like-
120 million euros.
That's only
Man,
half of what Neymar.
and Luka
half of what-
Jovic, Luka
Half of it.
Jovic, yeah, like
Yeah.
these guys get paid. These guys
Crazy,
get paid
crazy.
so
I
much.
think
No,
because-
the market's gonna reset. I think we'll
It has
see
to.
a little bit, just a little bit even.
Yeah, Marcus DeLitt. How much did he come in?
Okay,
for?
well yeah, look, even Luka Jovic. Even Luka Jovic he was 60 million and he's on the bench.
Uh, That's
60
just
million
It's
euros.
like-
for-
yeah.
for
I remember
just
when Benfica sold Nico Gaitan to Atletico Madrid. and he was a legit bench player for 20 million.
Wow.
He was a
That's
bench
years
player
ago.
when he got
Yeah.
sold.
Yeah, he was a bench player for Atletico.
I saw like YouTube highlights from Benfica. Atletico like go on YouTube highlights. Yeah, Atletico probably watched YouTube, saw like one video of Nico Gaetan.
Nico Gaetan was good for Benfica, though. You know, it's like the thing with these Benfica
I
players is they're
remember,
really
yeah.
good for Benfica, then they leave Benfica. That's what the problems are.
Nothing happens after that.
Yeah, feeder. Yeah, like what.
Feeder.
No,
Marcus
Gaetan is a good
last show
player, though.
used to-
Nico Gaetan is a good player, though.
But like what Marcus said last week, Benfica are just a feeder club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of, unfortunately, like
I feel like the thing is like Benfica never try hard enough when it comes to Europe. It's like they think that they can like play it like a cup match. It's like, don't do that.
When's the last time they like went deep into the Champions League?
2014 and 2013, they got to the Europa League final.
Oh.
Yeah, but a couple of years later, they actually made it this like quarterfinals. Of
Quarterfinal of Champions League in 2016. So
Yeah.
2016 was when they had a good, like, respectable run,
Okay.
and they narrowly lost to Bayern too. So
And
it was
then,
like,
but then after that, they get smacked in the group
was
stage.
it the one? The season after, was that the one where they lost 6 games out of 6?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were horrible.
Wow.
It's honestly, when it comes to Portuguese teams, it's like, so there's no owners in Portuguese teams. There's the fans run the team pretty much. Yeah.
Just like socios, they call it.
Yeah, the fans run the thing, and they appoint a president, and the president pretty much does everything.
Oh, okay.
And I think the Benfica president needs to get out of here because he's not that bueno. But that's a whole different conversation. That'll be next week. That'll be next week because the Portuguese league is coming back.
Tune in next week to hear about
next week. Well, I'll do the good preview on the Portuguese league. Don't worry. But that's all we got, right?
Yeah, we just have to wait for more German soccer, wait for La Liga, wait for Champions League, all that.
Portuguese league's coming back. Don't worry. I'll be a happy man.
Yeah.
But hey, you guys got anything? Anything else or no?
Dortmund beat Bayern. They win the title. Hot take, calling it.
What did you say?
Hot take. Dortmund beat Bayern and they win the title.
I don't think that's a hot take. It's pretty doable.
It's doable. It's so hot.
How about you, Amir?
Yeah, it's not that much of a hot take.
You got anything,
I'm
Amir?
just looking for. Yeah, this should be the first game where I won't fall asleep. I think tomorrow.
I'm not a fan of Germany.
Kid can't wake up at 9:30 in the morning.
Wait, what time is it, by the way? Is it 12:30 tomorrow?
Yeah, it's at 12:30 tomorrow, yeah. You should be up, right? Please tell me you're up.
I mean, I woke up today at 12 o'clock. I woke up today at 12 o'clock, so I should
Okay,
be.
you can make it. You can make it.
You high school kids, man. But all right. We want to thank you for watching this episode of the Sports Life Network Soccer Report. I've been your host, Rob. I'm here with the young man, Marcus.
Everyone watch the game. Massive game.
And then we have Amir. Can't see his face, but, he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you turned off my camera, right?
Yeah. Want to see if it works?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know how this video is going to come out.
Okay.
I don't know how this is going to come out, but
well, yeah.
It looks very laggy from my screen, so I apologize for those. But hopefully next time it looks better. But
Yeah, I was gonna say if you guys don't watch soccer too much and you're watching this like today on Monday, you gotta watch this Dortmund versus Bayern game. If you don't have the channel though, then like that's pretty unlucky.
Just try and find a stream or something.
Yeah.
Wait, can we talk about that on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't think I want to.
Let's just let the viewers find the game by themselves.
Yeah, they can do it themselves. We don't condone it.
We do that.
Do as you please. But this has been another edition of the Sports Life Network Soccer Report. We'll see you guys later. Leave a comment, subscribe, tell us what you think. See you later.
Come on.